So, auf geht's. Weiter geht's zum nächsten Spiel. Wir spielen wieder nur die Offensive. Gegen die Detroit Lions.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
You ready? Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5
Den musste
yards
ich
shy
nehmen
of
gerade. Da war ja die Mitte komplett
Just
frei.
like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be
der war zu lang, der war zu lang, der war zu lang.
Would have been
Scheiße.
a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be...
Mitte wieder komplett freigelassen. Dann haben sie zum Glück noch ein Field Goal.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I'm going back to you.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Er hat ihn doch.
There, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Der ist gut gelaufen diesmal. Ich wollte eigentlich auf X spielen.
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. It's hauled in by Shepard as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown.
Ja, den haben sie ihn wirklich verloren.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball.
So, bis jetzt machen die immer nur Field Goals.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen.
Big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in.
Sehr gut.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking for more
kann er den... Oh, Mann.
Throw downfield, incomplete.
So,
Cody
wenn der Dicker immer
intended
funktioniert, dann muss der Dick
but it's
auch
going to be
funktionieren.
second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw.
Alter, ich wär's mir viel zu weit.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Meine Fresse, ey.
Real heads. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants strike quickly here. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot he'll heave. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And this will have been returned.
Also meine zweite Interception, ne? No, jetzt kommt aber wieder ran.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Was?
So it's incomplete.
Was?
Great coverage
Der war
there
doch
all around.
drin.
Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little...
Ach hier, Alter, der 74, der hat überhaupt gar keinen Gegenspieler. Der hat keinen Gegenspieler und passt überhaupt nicht auf.
And he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go.
Was macht er
Down he
denn?
goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Alter, was macht denn meine Defensive da?
It's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but
It got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
that aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
He's going to wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good.
Mädels, das kann doch nicht sein.
Because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that
Also meine Passquote, also was ich mir immer so denke, was eigentlich total einfach ist.
So now this offense will take over and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo.
Warum wirft ihr den denn dahin, ey?
And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, here's Barkley. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Was mache ich denn da, ey?
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up.
Die war nicht komplett. Alter.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram.
Das hat vorhin nämlich schon mal funktioniert.
Touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Obviously...
35, Alter.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
Ja, meine Passquote ist eigentlich unterirdisch. Ich mache zwar ordentlich Yards mit den Pässen. Wir machen auch jede Menge Touchdowns. Ab zur nächsten Woche. Ach komm, du kannst nix. Oh, no Sex, das ist natürlich... Oh, ein XP fehlt. Gut, den holen wir uns beim nächsten Spiel. Bis dann, ciao.